Really glad to be back on the show. I know Chef Ben is also a first-timer, and we're going to really rock it for you guys tonight. And I just want to say we've gotten kind of a bad rap in the kitchen as the bad boys of the kitchen, but I think we're doing a great job so far, personally. Do you want to walk us through some of the elements of the dish?
Yeah, of course. Sure. I mean, the first thing we'll start off with is obviously we've got corn-fed chicken breast here. So the first thing we're going to do is season this very lightly. And we want to get this into the pan and get a really nice colour on the skin. It's always important to get a really nice colour on the skin. The colour equals flavour.
Colour equals flavour.
Very important, always.
Now, I have a question. In terms of, you know, like, whenever we look for chicken in the supermarket, we're always looking for organic, we're always looking for corn-fed. What is the difference? I mean, like, for me, as a consumer, I'm running through the supermarket, I'm late, I got to cook a nice dinner for the family. Why is corn-fed better?
Well, basically the chicken's been looked after better. You know, I mean, what you want is chickens that have had a good life.
Happy chickens.
Happy chickens, exactly. You want chickens that have been fed well, they've had freedom, you know, they've not been locked up in sort of pens sort of thing. So just the better life they've had, the better the chicken, ideally.
What heat do we have that on at the moment?
Okay, so I'd say roughly around about a medium heat. Yeah. You don't want it too high because you'll burn the skin. Yeah. As I say, you want to get a nice brown golden colour on there. Once we've got that, we'll flip the chicken over just to seal the flesh side, and then it'll go into the oven. Yeah,
I mean, the thing that I really love as well about this dish is it's not what you would call a typical Ivy dish. It's a rustic dish. It's a great French party dish. We got some great wild mushrooms. We got some fantastic pumpkin fondant here. And the great thing about that is it's also a really healthy dish. Really low in calories, but really high in flavor. So it's definitely the type of thing that I think we're really proud of making.
Absolutely. Okay, so it's going to need another few minutes there.
Now, how much would you say in terms of herbs, you know, seasoning? What is the thing that you're really looking for when you're trying to finish off this dish?
The one thing I always say, and this is a good tip for people at home, you can always add more salt and pepper. You can never remove it. So it's a good tip for people at home that always lightly season your food, and then you can always add a little bit more when it comes to plating the food if you want to. But once you've over-seasoned the food, that's it, basically. It's done for.
This is obviously also a dish that, you know, we do in the Ivy so much as well. And, I mean, we do a little bit more of a chefy version, in fairness.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to slightly simplify this dish for tonight. In the Ivy, we do whole baby chicken. We'll poach the legs and the thighs that are stuffed. We'll roast the breast, and then we confit the wings as well. So there's a little bit of work that goes into that. So, okay.
So as we start plating this dish, we're just going to take a look. And over here you see it's got this great crispy skin. And the trick to a good crispy skin is to make sure you pat down the chicken breast beforehand. A dry skin like that is going to really, really caramelize nicely in the pan. Obviously we have some thyme, some herbs, a bit of pumpkin here that the chef has prepared beforehand for us, which is really tasty. And the sauce that we're just warming up over here as well is this lovely jus. Can you tell us a little bit about what goes into this, for you, the perfect jus? Okay. The Ivy jus.
The Ivy jus, well, it takes a long time to start with, roughly 24 hours for the stock. Yeah. You want to start to colour off these fondants in the pan for me. So yeah, roughly 24 hours for the stock. Then roughly another 5 to 6 hours reduction once we're creating the final jus. So yeah, there's quite a lengthy process there.
And in terms of like what you're looking for, in terms of the colouring on the vegetables,
you just want a slight colouring. I mean, these have been cooked in a stock with some garlic, some butter, thyme, until they're tender, and then we just finish them lightly in the oven, so they can go into the oven. Actually,
And the mushrooms that we got going on here, chef?
Okay, so we've got a few different types of wild mushroom. The black ones here are trompettes. We've got some beautiful chanterelles. Some girolles, some lovely oyster mushrooms, and some pierre blue mushrooms. Lovely little selection there. Okay, so
just start getting some of the basic elements on the plate. But I think like this is a great opportunity to showcase some of the food that, again, it's got that great rustic flavor. I think it would be typically more of a French dish. All the products that we have here are actually French. The chicken is French, the wild mushrooms are French, and obviously the spinach, everything that comes from there. It's just it's a great rustic dish for us to do. You got your jus here, chef. You know, for us, it's, I think, a lot about trying to show people that the Ivy is not just a British restaurant. Definitely. Right? That it's got so much more to it.
Okay, so just another little tip there. The tin foil stops the bone burning when you're cooking meat.
Yeah. Is that, now, what type of cut is that? That's like almost like a French cut, right? With
it's just it's nice.
Just a nice chefy way to do it.
Yeah, to present the food.
Take a little bit of this butter, chef.
Okay. Okay.
But this is a real treat for you guys. I know initially this was introduced as just a chicken dish.
Just keep really
But we get the opportunity to try and do that. We've got some really hungry customers.
Yes.
Well, no pressure, fellas. We've got about 30
back.
seconds left on the show, right?
Here we
There
go.
we go. So I'm just going to very, very rustically plate both the mushrooms there in a line, and I'll let the chef finish off the chicken. But
So, Andre, busy times down at the Ivy. What's going on?
yeah, well, we're obviously gearing up for Valentine's Day, which is a great time for us, for all restaurants, to both combine some of our favorite tasting menus. We've got a lot of stuff going on. And the great thing about Valentine's Day is it's a great opportunity to really do some really indulgent stuff,
Burns
which
night,
we're really
Valentine's
excited about.
night, all
Yeah,
sorts
we
going
got a Burns
on
night
at
for
the
some of the
moment.
local Scotsmen going on. We're going to be relaunching our breakfast menu soon to get some of the family-friendly offers out there as well.
Good stuff.
And
Yeah.
this is going to be on the menu?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We wouldn't take your chicken away from you.
So we've got a lovely bed of spinach with the mushrooms
looks so
as
good.
well. The fondant's just gone on top. And in terms of the herbs that you're going to garnish with, what's that going to be?
Okay, so we've got a little bit of parsley and a little bit of thyme there, and
And
we'll
this
put a
is the
little bit of
famous 24-hour juice, yeah?
It's,
Which is
it really
just-
makes a big difference, and especially when you're trying to get that flavor.
I can confirm that these boys have been here for 24 hours producing that. They were here overnight. In fact, yeah, the sleeping bags are still down there as we speak. So there we see. Look at that.
Very gracious hosts. Very gracious
Great to
hosts.
watch you two in action. I
Yeah.
thought you both made such a good team
Thank you
together.
very much.
We are. We're actually a lovely team. It's us, and the third part of the team is Nikki, who helps keep us in line as much
But
as
do you
possible.
actually get on with each other off camera as well, or not?
Definitely, all the time.
A lot of people ask us
All
that
the-
question.
yeah, absolutely.
don't they?
no, we have a great team down at the Ivy. We're very, very lucky. And,
Very.
All right, boys. Yeah. Okay. Right, enough of the. We'll get the violins out in a minute. I tell you.
We also wouldn't mind a raise if anyone out there is listening, but just in
Right.
case.
What is it? How's it go?
That is really good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Bon appetit, guys. Enjoy. Please come to the Ivy for the real thing as well.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for that, Chef. It's fantastic.
You're welcome.
The recipe to this is available on our Facebook fan page, facebook.com/Studio One Live.
Hope you liked tonight's show. Big thank you to you two. Top job. Thanks to all of our guests this evening as well.
Thanks.
Join us at the same time tomorrow for Fashion Thursday as we meet the designer from Drama Queen and we find out all about the night art at Alcoa's.
Would you like to try this, boys?
Yes. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
okay,
Thank
get
you
the stuff
so
here.
much.
Thanks so much indeed for joining us.
Thank
Take
you
care.
so much.